And the week ahead, as we can see tomorrow, we're going to have hot conditions, 89 degrees, 62 for the low. And then towards Wednesday and Thursday, we're going to see those rain conditions start to come through, 86 on Wednesday, 63 for a low. And then Thursday, we're going to really have some stormy conditions, only a high of 69 and stormy conditions here, 60% chance of rain and 53. As we go into the weekend, we see maybe the rain chances drop a little bit, but still, they're still going to be there. But the main thing is it's not going to be as hot and oppressive here. 70 for highs, 69, 76, really quite nice conditions here. So again, take advantage of the nice conditions for the next 2 days as the rain is going to move in here. So I'm going to pass it on here to Tyler here for the Southeast.
Thanks, Ian. And it's warm here in Tallahassee. It's warm in the rest of Florida, and it's warm for the entire Southeast. Very hot conditions, especially once we move out west towards Shreveport, 88 degrees for that high. And really every single temperature right now is in the 80s, with your coolest spot being Tampa at 82 degrees with those partly cloudy skies. Well, actually, Miami down to 78 now, but along the coastline bringing in a little bit more of the cooler temperatures with the sea breeze there. But the dew points for the Southeast, for the most part, are going to be pretty low. So although there is a lot of heat in the region, it's dry heat, so it's not quite as bad. But as we move towards Central and South Florida, a lot more moisture at those higher dew points. Tampa with a dew point of 60 degrees, and getting down to Miami, a whole lot of humidity there with that dew point of 73 degrees. Their current temperature is 78, so almost reaching 100% relative humidity down in Miami. And the reason for some of these warmer temperatures and the clearer skies is that we have a high pressure system sitting over the Southeast right now. We have a general clockwise flow moving around. So when you have the high pressure, it really clears out the clouds. And whenever you're in the summer, really helps keep things warm because you don't have any rain moving through the region. We are in the spring right now, but in Florida, once you start getting to the spring, you start getting some of that summer-like activity, even the possibility of seeing some sea breeze showers and thunderstorms once you get into late April and early May. And the satellite and radar showing exactly what I was talking about. Really no cloud coverage at all for the Southeast. A little bit there in western Louisiana, but you're mostly just going to see complete sunshine over the next couple hours leading into sunset. For our upper level water vapor, not seeing too much overall. Over here to the west, where there is a little bit more water vapor higher up in the sky, showing that there is a little bit of cloud coverage, but moving off to our east, not quite as much in the upper levels. Even in Miami, showing that a lot of that moisture is in the lower parts of the atmosphere. So today's storm outlook, really all of those storms are situated to our west. In Texas, that's where the main risk is at right now. A slight risk of seeing a severe thunderstorm. South Florida, maybe the possibility of a thunderstorm. And then moving into tomorrow, that risk drops, but it starts to move east towards Louisiana. And then for day 3, thunderstorms possible all throughout the Southeast. Here's your next 24 hours. It's going to be pretty clear for the most part. But tomorrow's forecast, going to get even warmer here in Florida, but it's going to cool down a little bit in Louisiana and Arkansas. Now I'm going to pass things off to David with our lifestyle forecast.
Thank you, Tyler. Today was actually a great day to get out to the park and do your activities today because as the week goes on, things are going to go downhill as far as rain chances go. They're going to go up. But currently around the area, see the Sportsplex, look at that blue sky out over the fields. They're absolutely beautiful. St. George Island, same thing, lots of blue skies. And up here, Panama City, that's sun heading towards the western horizon. Absolutely beautiful beach day today. And over at Lake Bradford, going over there for a picnic. It is absolutely a beautiful day today. And if you're planning on flying out of Tallahassee International Airport, it is sunny and there's no delays currently, and it is 85 degrees. No delays now, but maybe on Thursday when we have some heavier rain come into the area. But currently, Tallahassee, Atlanta, all across the board, clear, absolutely clear, and no delays currently. It is a little bit cold there in Denver at 42 degrees, but other than that, it is just absolutely beautiful. And if you're going to take the dog for a walk tomorrow, it's going to be a beautiful morning to take Pooch there for a walk out in the park or down the street. 7 a.m. expect a temperature of 59 degrees with plenty of sunshine. 9 a.m. the temperature rises up some more to 63, plenty of sunshine all day. 11 a.m. 77, so it's going to get on the warm side, so make sure you have water for you and for your dog as you're walking because you want to stay hydrated. If you want to hit a baseball game on Friday, it's about 70 degrees. 6 o'clock is first pitch. We're playing against Boston College. may want to take a umbrella just in case there is a 30% chance of rain on Friday in the afternoon, so you may want to just have that handy with you. And on Saturday, if you want to catch a baseball game, definitely going to need an umbrella. I expect a high of 65. That's cool. And first pitch is at 2 o'clock there. And we're playing against Boston College again. And as far as the weekend beach forecast goes, expect those highs in the low 70s, and there will be some rain in the forecast. So if you want to get that beach trip in, you might want to do it earlier in the morning before the showers develop in the afternoon. And always be aware of the UV. Even if there's cloud cover, you can still get a burn from that. As far as school week planner goes, Tuesday is going to be a hot one. Just make sure you dress accordingly, shorts and probably a t-shirt. You don't want to wear any jeans. It's a little bit hot for jeans in my personal opinion. But Wednesday, the rain chances do go up 30%. And Thursday, make sure you have the umbrella or poncho, high of 69. And then Friday, we get a break from the rain and be a little bit more sun. Tonight, if you want about stargazing, it's going to be great conditions. It'll be clear skies. The sun is setting at 8:03 p.m. and the moon is waning. It's a gibbous moon, and conditions tonight are awesome. And so for the weekend, you see Friday is probably the better day of the weekend with a high of 70 degrees and more sunshine than rain. But when we get into Saturday and Sunday, those rain chances do go up, and as temperatures try to rebound to the mid-70s on Sunday. But make sure you do have that umbrella handy. I'm going to hand things now off to Robert at the desk.
Thank you, David. Of course, we have a very nice day for us here and going into the weekend, but that's not really the case in St. Vincent Island today, where the La Soufriere volcano has been erupting since Friday. There was an eruption that sent ash over 6 miles into the air at 8:41 a.m. on Friday, a second eruption at midday that sent ash 2 miles into the air, and even today there was an eruption around 4 a.m. that's caused the evacuations of over 16,000 to about 20,000 people in St. Vincent Island. So this is quite a disaster for the island, and it's caused quite an eruption for the entire community, sending a massive humanitarian effort for the island, including multiple countries around, including Venezuela and other islands in the Caribbean, sending a lot of effort and aid, including several cruise ships going to the region to pick up evacuees away from the island. But that's for the current situation there. This is a volcano that has been quite active over the past 100 years. Explosive eruptions with the La Soufriere volcano have first been documented since 1718, and since then there have been eruptions in 1812, 1982, 1979, and even, of course, this year. And these eruptions have been documented as severe. In the 1812 eruption, of course, the famous J.M.W. Turner painting was of the La Soufriere volcano. In 1902's eruption, over 1,680 people unfortunately died as a result of that catastrophe. And while 1979's eruption didn't kill any people, it did send a massive ash plume over the entire Caribbean going towards 100 miles away. So that's, of course, causing some problems with agriculture in the region. But, of course, this is a volcano that is erupting quite regularly, so they need people in St. Vincent Island need to, of course, be careful of this volcano. But that's it for them in the Caribbean. Now we're going to go back to more of our local weather with Josh on the wall.
Thanks, Robert. We'll make sure to keep those victims in our minds and hope them for a speedy recovery. But for the U.S., current temperatures right now down here in the southeast, a bit more milder than the rest of the nation. 85 here in Tallahassee, 78 down in Miami. As we make our way a bit north to the northeast, we got 58 over in D.C., a cool 47 in Boston, and Bismarck and the rest of the North and Pacific Northwest are also seeing very cool temperatures, 42 over in Billings. And down in the Southwest, you can see Albuquerque at 72 and Dallas at a scorching, San Antonio at a scorching 91 degrees right now. For our dew points, it's a little bit muggier as we make our way south as well, 73 down there in Miami. But you can see there's a very stark contrast as soon as you make your way right into the upper portions of the South, 38 over in Atlanta, 36 here in the Midwest in Chicago. Very dry conditions in the West as well, 11 over here in Albuquerque. For the most of the nation right now, we're seeing very dry conditions. You can see this high pressure system sitting in the southeast. That's going to keep temperatures a bit cooler and drier conditions. Making our way to the west, you can see there's not much in the way of precipitation here as well. And a bit to the northeast, you can see that low pressure system, which is bringing a lot of rain to the northeast and Atlantic regions right now, as well as northern Minneapolis and southern Canada up there. So the northeast is definitely something to keep an eye out for. For our current active alerts right now, down here in the south towards Louisiana, Mississippi, They've got a couple river flood warnings just because of the rain that area has been receiving the past few days. A bit to the west, you can see the southwest has another fire warning because of those dry air, and those temperatures are increasing, so we'll have to definitely watch out for those as the summertime approaches steadily. Over in the northeast, all this rain, because of that low pressure system, you can see that circulation right now right to the northeast of Cleveland. This is going to make its way through the tri-state areas and eventually into upstate New York, bringing a couple inches of rainfall to some of these areas. A bit to the west and towards the Midwest and a bit north, very drier conditions here. You can see some cloud cover a bit to the south and north, and Minneapolis is also experiencing some of that rain right now. Down in the southwest, dry conditions, no precipitation down there, leading to those drought concerns that we've been seeing. You can see some extreme drought in some of these areas and even exceptional in a lot of places. So we'll definitely have to keep an eye out for those as we make our way into summer, like we said earlier. For today's storm outlook, pretty clear around the country, except for the northeast and down here in Texas. For tomorrow, we're going to see those rains move a bit to the east, more towards the panhandle where we are. And for day 3, we're going to see a thunderstorm risk for the most of that day because of all that rain coming in on Thursday. For tonight, pretty mild temperatures around the country. And for tomorrow, we're going to see pretty warm temperatures here in Tallahassee, 89 degrees. But for now, Robert's going to give us a look more locally.
All right, thank you, Josh. Of course, we've got a lot of storms going on in the northeast, very dry out west, but here in Tallahassee, it is just hot here right now. And we have a nice sun outside of Doak Campbell Stadium, the most beautiful stadium in the world, as I love to state, because it is. Right now, our temperature is 85 degrees and sunny. Wind from the northeast at 3 miles per hour, but that really is not helping us right now. These a little bit on the muggier side, not as bad as the coast, of course, but again, these conditions are a little bit on the warmer side, particular for spring here in Florida. Satellite radar really showing why we're so warm here. Don't have a lot of showers and storms in the area really giving us any relief. Maybe a little bit off towards the west, but here in Tallahassee, we're pretty dry and clear. And wind speeds are also very calm, around 6 and 9 along the coast, and even calmer here in the city, around 3 to 5. You can really see this muggy sort of gradient we have here. Looking at these 50s here along the coast, going towards Perry, 55, Apalachicola, 59. But as you go into the area around the metro, it's getting a little more dry in 41, but still, if it's this hot outside around the 80s, you're still going to feel it if you're in Bainbridge or Tallahassee. Don't be fooled with this right now. And you can really see, again, these temperatures on the warmer side, 85 in Tallahassee, 84 in Quincy, 82 in Bainbridge. Again, a little cooler as you get towards the Gulf, 75 in Apalachicola. But again, we're seeing these really warm and generally muggy conditions for us here. It could be worse, but it also could be better. Next 24 hours here, seeing very calm conditions. Again, maybe a few clouds for our friends in the north and west areas, but in the metro here, we're not going to have any relief for us right now, just some clouds off towards the west. Giving us a very warm day tomorrow. 9 a.m. is going to be 62 and nice, but if you're going to be walking, doing any sort of outside activities, I would highly suggest getting them done before the noon hour, As we go into 12 and 3 p.m., we're seeing 82 and 89, very hot conditions for us in Tallahassee. And there's not a lot of relief temperature-wise until we get to the midweek. Tomorrow on Tuesday is going to be hot, 89 degrees. We don't really see shower activity get into Wednesday and Thursday, 30 and 60%, particularly stormy on Thursday for that matter. But we do calm a little bit as we get towards the weekend, seeing some 20 to 40% chances of rain. But we keep these chances of rain all the way throughout the end of the week here, seeing 40s again on Saturday and Sunday, 30 on Monday. But watch these temperatures here. You can see right now it is in the 80s, maybe even potentially reaching 90 on Tuesday, but going towards your 70s here, it's going to be a lot nicer as we get into the week and a little more of what we think as spring here in Florida. So again, savor these temperatures as we get into the weekend here, but right now I'm going to pass things back off to the desk with Tyler.
Thanks, Robert. In direct contrast to how Florida's feeling right now, Alaska, not feeling so warm. And when we talk about Alaska, we always think cold temperatures, but once you start moving into April, those temperatures start to transition into highs of around 20 degrees. To the end of April, you're getting highs in the mid-50s. That's a big transition month for Alaska, bringing them warmer weather. But a cold blast hit Alaska at the end of last week, setting several record low temperatures in different cities all throughout the state. So in Fairbanks, Alaska, their previous low temperature was negative 16 degrees, set in 1911. This past week, they got down to negative 27. In McGarth, Alaska, they set a new record of negative 22 degrees, with the old one being negative 19 degrees, set in 1985. And also in 1985, King Salmon, Alaska, their lowest temperature ever recorded was negative 2. They got negative 5 this past week. And then finally, Anchorage, Alaska, had a low temperature of 3 degrees, with their previous low temperature being 7 degrees in 1986. So really, when they should start to be transitioning to those warm temperatures, typically you're going to see around 30s and 40s in Alaska. They're still below 0 temperatures there. But in direct contrast to that, let's move back to Florida, where we have much warmer temperatures all throughout the state, especially Tallahassee, with possibly getting up to 90 degrees tomorrow. We're forecasting 89 degrees for that high, but very close, could maybe hit 90 degrees. But we're going to transition back to colder temperatures this Thursday as we go throughout the rest of this week and into the weekend. Not going to get quite as cold as Alaska, but you're going to see those temperatures get back into the 60s and the 70s for those highs. And we're going to see rain chances all throughout the week as well. But since we're on the topic of Florida, let's pass things off to Ian at the wall to talk more about the state.
Apologize, guys, real quick. Oh, a little too far there. All right. Thank you, Tara. Sorry about that. Yeah, we could really use some of those cool temperatures here in Alaska, but right now it is not cool here in South Florida. As we can see down here in South Florida, we are having a little bit of some shower activity down here, maybe in the Miami, Fort Lauderdale area. But really across the rest of the state, especially Central Florida, up in Orlando, Tampa, Tallahassee, Jacksonville area, really it is quite dry here, as we can see. And it's quite the stark contrast to what we saw this weekend here. We did have some severe weather up in North Florida and South Florida for that matter. So it is really nice to see these skies clearing up, but as we're going to check out later, the rain is supposed to return later this week. Zooming on in here towards that South Florida, as we can see some of these shower and thunderstorm activities up in Miami here passing through, maybe clearing out through the night, but really not too bad everywhere else. Down in Key West, really dry. West Palm, Fort Myers, as we can see, it's just this one train of shower and thunderstorm activity here that we're seeing in South Florida. Zooming on out again, oh, my bad. Here in Miami, as we can see, 87 tomorrow. It is interesting. We are supposed to get warmer than Miami tomorrow here up in Tallahassee, but still, 87 degrees in Miami on Tuesday, only a 9% chance of rain. 82 on Wednesday and 86 on Thursday, really on par for this time of year in mid-April. Really, South Florida summer starts in mid-April, so this really is on par here for Miami. Going on up here to Tampa, as we can see, more of the same. 86 on Tuesday here, sunny. 85 on Wednesday and 80 on Thursday. Some of those rain chances maybe starting to come back here on Thursday here up in Tampa. But really a gorgeous week ahead for Tampa if you guys want to get out and enjoy the Gulf Coast here. And up in Orlando, as we can see, more of the same. 88 on Tuesday, 88 on Wednesday, and 85 on Thursday. As we can see, maybe some of those rain chances returning here on Thursday. So, but really, honestly, not too bad if you guys want to get out there to Disney. I was there a couple weekends ago, and it was absolutely gorgeous. So, looks like more of the same here this week. And here's some of that satellite and radar imagery for Central Florida here. As we can see, just some of that shower activity just peeking down here at the bottom of the radar here, but really for much of Central Florida. So, Placid Lakes, Orlando, Palm Bay, Port St. Lucie, really quite dry and clear. So really gorgeous conditions if you guys want to get out there and enjoy the beach or enjoy the parks. Up here in Jacksonville, more of the same. As we can see, really just some passing showers out in the ocean, but really on shore, as we can see, it is beautiful up in Gainesville, Jacksonville, Palm Coast, Daytona Beach. Really gorgeous conditions if you guys want to get out to the beach. As we're going to see later, though, those rain conditions are going to move in later this week. So really enjoy it while it lasts. And here's some of those rain conditions. As we can see, 82 tomorrow in Jacksonville, 86 on Wednesday, and then 72 and a 94% chance of rain. Really not good conditions if you guys want to enjoy the beach or enjoy the sun. It's really not on par for the Sunshine State. And over in Pensacola, as we can see, more of the same. 82 on Tuesday with a 15% chance of rain, 76 on Wednesday, so we are cooling down a little bit, but a 93% chance of rain and a 98% chance of rain, and probably some storms there on Thursday with only a high of 68. So at least we are getting a relief from the heat there, as we can see in Pensacola. And again, the satellite and radar imagery for the Big Bend region, currently it is absolutely stunning, and it's going to be stunning for the next 2 days here, as we can see. Not a single cloud or raindrop in the sky here, so if you guys want to get out there, enjoy the greenery, enjoy the outdoors, now is the time to do it, as you can see, because those rain conditions are going to come in later. Tonight's low temperatures, 57 up in Tallahassee, 69 in Miami, very mild conditions here for the Big Bend region. And tomorrow's high temperatures, 89 up in Tally, 86, 90 in Fort Myers, so really quite warm there. But for now, I'm going to pass things off to Annie for the local.
Thank you, Ian. And we see this beautiful sun right over Doak Campbell Stadium. It is absolutely gorgeous out today. I hope you guys had a chance to get outside and enjoy this 85-degree weather. I love the hot weather. I'm a fan, so this is perfect weather for me personally. And so for our radar, we're not seeing any clouds or rain over Tallahassee, but here down in southern Florida, we do see a little bit of that rain down in Miami. For the winds, not too much wind here in Tallahassee. We only have 3 miles per hour. For most of the area, it's not too windy, but down near the coast, we do see a wind speed of 9 miles per hour for Apalachicola and 10 miles per hour for Perry. And for our dew points, it is a little muggy down by the coast for 59 for Apalachicola and 54 for Perry, but as we move north into southern Georgia, we do see those dew points decrease. That means the drier air is more for there. And these dew points do relate to our temperatures. If the dew points are lower, we do see those higher temperatures. That means it's a lot more humid out in southern Georgia, but those higher dew points relate to cooler temperatures down by the coast. And for the day planner, we are looking at 62 degrees in the morning, so you might want to go out, take a nice walk, get some breakfast. And by the noon, we are going to see the 82 degrees. So it's going to be a perfect time to go out, get some lunch with friends. And by 3 o'clock, we are going to see it hit 89 degrees. I will certainly be out, probably on Landis, doing some homework at 89 degrees, so hopefully I'll see you guys there. And for the week ahead, we do see tomorrow, like I said, it's going to be 89 degrees for tomorrow. Wednesday, we're going to see 86 degrees and a 30% chance of rain. And for Thursday, we are going to see these storms roll in. It's going to be a little stormy, 60% chance of rain, so I wouldn't head out on Landis. Stay inside, take some shelter. It's going to be 69 degrees. We are going to see those temperatures drop as the rain moves in. And for Friday, as we can see those temperatures getting lower for the week ahead, for the weekend ahead, we're going to see those temperatures drop to 70 degrees. And for Saturday and Sunday, as we can see those temperatures not as high as it was earlier in the week, but they're going to pick back up for the next week. And into Monday, we're going to see still those 30% chance of rain into the next week. And for Monday, we're going to see the temperatures drop into the 49s for the evening. I'm going to pass it off to David at the desk.
Yes, thank you, Annie. I am so glad we live in Florida because I would rather deal with 89 degrees than negative 27 in Fairbanks, Alaska. They can keep that cold weather. So yes, there you have it. Tomorrow's going to be a very steamy hot day at 89 degrees. I wouldn't be surprised if we make it to 90 degrees. And then remember to have your umbrella with you on Thursday, because Thursday is when we have that 90% chance of showers. And then, of course, Friday is probably the lesser rainy day of the 3-day weekend. If you have a 3-day weekend, 30% chance on Friday. And if you want to go see a baseball game, playing a doubleheader Friday and Saturday against Boston College. But be sure to have your poncho or a umbrella handy, because those showers can pop up anytime during those game times. And look at it, there's cooler temperatures on the way. If you don't like the heat and want to enjoy maybe a little bit cooler temperatures before spring and summer, before spring really gets into gear and then summer's around the corner, we will have those cooler temperatures into the weekend and next week in the 70s. Unfortunately, there'll be cloud cover and some rain with it, but it definitely does beat those cold temperatures that Tyler talked about on the desk earlier about in Alaska. Negative 22 in McGarth, Alaska. I don't even know where McGarth, Alaska is, but negative 22, they can keep that. And be sure to follow us on Twitter at twitter.com/FSU Weather. And as always, send us pictures on Facebook. We'll hopefully post them on the show, and watch us live Monday through Friday at 6 p.m. on YouTube, and also Instagram at FSU Weather. You can send us some pictures of your pets and some weather pictures. I would love to post weather pictures on our show. And this is our last week for the semester of FSU Weather. We'll be back during the summer, I believe. So be sure to catch us through the rest of this week at 6 o'clock on on YouTube, and you can also watch us on WFSU4 on cable at 11 o'clock, also Monday through Friday. So I hope you enjoyed our Monday show, and will join us again tomorrow. I'm student meteorologist David Stoltz. Have a great evening.